Welcome to the Ultimate American Trivia Challenge. Test your knowledge of history, culture, sports, and fun facts about the USA. Get ready. Your score awaits. Who was the principal author of the U.S. Constitution? James Madison is considered the Constitution's primary author. He shaped the document's structure, advocated for checks and balances, and later promoted the Bill of Rights. His political philosophy deeply influenced American governance and democratic principles.
What is the longest mountain range in the United States? The Rocky Mountains form the longest range, stretching from Canada to New Mexico. Known for dramatic peaks, wildlife, and national parks, the Rockies influenced exploration, settlement, mining history, and modern outdoor recreation across Western America. Which U.S. state is famous for Hollywood? California is home to Hollywood, the global center of film and entertainment. It hosts major studios, actors, producers, and cinematographers. Hollywood influences worldwide culture through movies, television, awards, and technological innovations in creative media. Which U.S. landmark was a gift from France? The Statue of Liberty was gifted by France in 1886. Designed by Frederic Bartholdi, it symbolizes freedom, democracy, and friendship. Ellis Island immigrants viewed it as a powerful emblem of hope, new beginnings, and opportunity. What is the largest lake in the United States? Lake Superior, shared with Canada, is the largest U.S. lake by surface area. Known for cold, deep waters, shipping routes, and scenic beauty, it influences regional climate, ecosystems, industry, and the Great Lakes cultural heritage. Who was the first American to walk on the moon? Neil Armstrong walked on the moon on July 20, 1969, during NASA's Apollo 11 mission. His famous "one small step" marked a milestone in space exploration, scientific achievement, Cold War competition, and global technological progress. Which U.S. city is known for jazz music? New Orleans is considered the birthplace of jazz. Its blend of African, Caribbean, Creole, and European influences shaped musical traditions. Jazz evolved through improvisation, brass bands, and nightlife, making the city culturally distinctive and historically significant. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority. It interprets the Constitution, reviews federal cases, and issues landmark decisions shaping civil rights, government powers, and societal values. Its 9 justices hold significant lifetime appointments. Which U.S. state has the nickname Land of 10,000 Lakes? Minnesota is known as the Land of 10,000 Lakes due to its abundant freshwater bodies. These lakes support recreation, wildlife, and tourism. The state's natural beauty, Nordic heritage, and outdoor culture are central to its identity. Who delivered the Gettysburg Address? Abraham Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address in 1863 during the Civil War. In just 272 words, he emphasized equality, sacrifice, and national purpose. The speech remains a cornerstone of American ideals and rhetorical excellence. Which American city is famous for its tech industry? San Francisco and Silicon Valley represent America's leading tech hub. Companies like Apple, Google, and Meta grew there, driving global innovation. The region attracts entrepreneurs, researchers, and investors, shaping the digital economy and technological breakthroughs. Which U.S. national park is the oldest? Yellowstone National Park, established in 1872, is the oldest. Known for geysers, hot springs, wildlife, and vast landscapes, it influenced global conservation efforts. Yellowstone symbolizes America's commitment to protecting natural wonders for future generations. What is the U.S. government's legislative branch called? Congress forms the legislative branch, comprising the Senate and House of Representatives. It makes laws, approves budgets, and oversees national policies. Its structure balances population representation and state equality, ensuring democratic functioning and accountability. Which U.S. state is famous for maple syrup? Vermont is best known for maple syrup production. Its cold climate and sugar maple forests create ideal conditions. Maple syrup plays a role in the state's economy, food culture, tourism, and environmental traditions. Who was the first African-American president of the United States? Barack Obama, elected in 2008, became the first African-American president. His administration focused on healthcare reform, economic recovery, climate initiatives, and diplomacy. His election marked a significant moment in America's social and political history. Which state is called the Empire State? New York is the Empire State, reflecting its economic strength, historical influence, and strategic importance. The nickname highlights New York's leadership in finance, immigration history, commerce, and cultural development. What is the U.S. national motto? In God We Trust is the official motto, adopted in 1956. It appears on currency and symbolizes historical values, national faith expressions, and cultural identity, though its interpretation varies among diverse groups. Which American city hosts the Indy 500 race? Indianapolis hosts the Indy 500 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Held annually since 1911, it is one of the world's most famous motorsport events, attracting drivers, fans, and global attention. Which U.S. state is the largest producer of corn? Iowa leads U.S. corn production. Its fertile soil, advanced farming, and agricultural heritage make corn central to the state's economy, food systems, and rural traditions. What is the U.S. Navy's oldest commissioned ship? USS Constitution, launched in 1797, is the oldest commissioned naval ship afloat. Nicknamed Old Ironsides, it symbolizes early American naval strength, maritime heritage, and Revolutionary-era craftsmanship. What is the most visited national park in the United States? Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited. Its scenic mountains, biodiversity, forests, and Appalachian culture attract millions yearly. The park is free to enter and spans Tennessee and North Carolina. Which U.S. state is famous for peaches? Georgia is nicknamed the Peach State. Its warm climate, fertile soil, and agricultural history make peaches a cultural symbol, contributing to tourism, festivals, and food traditions. Who was the principal author of the Bill of Rights? James Madison drafted the Bill of Rights, proposing protections for individual liberties. Ratified in 1791, these amendments safeguard speech, religion, due process, and many essential rights central to American democracy. Which U.S. city is known for the Golden Gate Bridge? San Francisco is home to the Golden Gate Bridge. Completed in 1937, it symbolizes engineering brilliance, West Coast identity, and scenic beauty. It connects the city to Marin County across the Golden Gate Strait. What is the world's largest library located in the United States? The Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. is the world's largest library. It houses millions of books, manuscripts, maps, and recordings. It supports research, preserves national heritage, and serves Congress and the public. Which U.S. state has the nickname Aloha State? Hawaii is the Aloha State, reflecting its warm culture, hospitality, and Polynesian traditions. Aloha expresses love, peace, and connection, symbolizing the state's identity and tourism appeal. What is the largest island in the United States? Hawaii's Big Island, officially named Hawaii, is the largest U.S. island. Known for active volcanoes, diverse climates, cultural history, and ecological richness, it plays a significant role in tourism and science. Which American city is home to NASA's Johnson Space Center? Houston hosts the Johnson Space Center. It manages astronaut training, mission control, and spaceflight operations. Houston became iconic after Apollo communications, emphasizing the city's importance in American space exploration. Which U.S. state is the largest producer of potatoes? Idaho leads potato production. Its volcanic soil, climate, and farming expertise produce high-quality potatoes. The crop strongly influences state identity, economy, and agriculture-based industries. Who wrote the U.S. national anthem's melody? The melody of the Star-Spangled Banner originates from a British tune, To Anacreon in Heaven. Francis Scott Key's poem was later set to this melody, eventually becoming America's official anthem in 1931. What is the most populous U.S. state? California is the most populous state, known for diverse cultures, booming technology, major agricultural output, and entertainment industries. Its population influences national politics, economic trends, innovation, and cultural leadership across the United States. Which American city is known as Motor City? Detroit is called Motor City for its central role in automobile manufacturing. Companies like Ford, GM, and Chrysler revolutionized transportation, assembly line production, and industrial labor, shaping America's economic development and global automotive history. Which U.S. state is famous for its dairy industry? Wisconsin is known as America's Dairyland. It produces cheese, milk, and butter, supported by strong farming traditions, research institutions, and agricultural heritage influencing the state's culture and economy. Who was the second President of the United States? John Adams served as the second president. A founding father, diplomat, and advocate for independence, he strengthened the young nation's legal foundations and contributed significantly to constitutional development and early political systems. Who was the first American woman in space? Sally Ride became the first American woman in space in 1983 aboard Challenger. Her mission advanced gender equality in STEM and inspired future generations of scientists and astronauts.